Hello everyone. Today in this class we are going to start a new chapter, and the name of our chapter is Simple Equations. Now, as the name is simple, so we will try in this video to make it as simple as possible to understand what are equations. Already in your previous class, that means in class 6, you might have got in your mathematics about what are equations. A little bit introduction you have got. So let us first of all recapitulate or go back to what we have learned about equations, and along with that some new things we'll be learning in today's video. So let us start with the introduction to equations. Now, what are equations? So let us see the definition of equation. An equation is a condition on a variable. The condition is that two expressions should have equal value and at least one of the two expressions must contain the variable. Okay. Now let me explain it to you part by part. First of all, it's written an equation is a condition on a variable. So it is a condition on a variable. So equation will definitely have a variable. Now what is variable? We'll come to that later on. So it is a condition on a variable. Next, what is that condition? The condition is that the two expressions should have equal value. Now what are expressions? We will see that also. There are two expressions and both the expressions values should be equal. And one more thing is added to it, that at least one of the expression must contain the variable. Yes, the expressions may contain variable, may not contain variable, but in an equation at least one of the expression, two expressions are involved, so at least one of them should have a variable in it. Clear? Now let us see or understand what are equations with the help of some examples. So first example is given here. 4x plus 5 is equal to 65. 4x plus 5 is equal to 6x minus 2x. Now, if you see here carefully, which is the variable here? Yes, obviously, it is x. Now, variables can be denoted by any letter of the English alphabet. We know that. We have learned it in class 6. So, here I have used x. So, x is the variable here in both the equations. Now, what are expressions here? Now, in brief, let me explain what are expressions. Here, whatever you see on the left side of this equal to sign and on the right side, these all are expressions. So, this 4x plus 5 is an expression. 65 is also an expression. Here, 4x plus 5 is an expression. 6x minus 25 is an expression. So, here what is asked that, what is said actually in this definition, that the condition is that two expressions should have equal value. Here this expression, whatever value it will have, this also will have the same. Means on the left side of the equal to sign and on the right side of the equal to sign, both the expressions must have the same value. This is the condition of equation. And also it is said that the equation is a condition on a variable. So there is obviously a variable x here. Clear? Now let us see the next part. In an equation, there is an equality sign. Yes, one interesting thing here to keep in mind is that there has to be an equal to sign in an equation. It can't have other symbols like greater than, less than, not equal to. No, it can't happen. There must be an equal to sign. Clear? Now next thing is, the equality sign shows that the value of the expression to the left of the sign is equal to the value of the expression to the right of the sign. Now what does this mean? This means that whatever value, means whatever the value of the expression we have on the left side of the equal to sign, that is called the left hand side, and whatever value of the expression we have on the right side of the equal to sign, that is called the right hand side or the RHS, it must be equal, and this equality is shown by that equal to sign. Clear? Now let us go to the next. An equation remains the same even if the expression on the left and on the right are interchanged. Yes, we can interchange them. There is a facility, we can say, given in case of equations, that the left hand side and the right hand side we can interchange. Right can go to left, left can go to right. We know this very well. Clear? For finding out the solution of an equation, we can do that. And in normal case also we can swap them or interchange their positions. So that will not make any difference in the equation. The equation will remain as it is. Say for example, here it is given 4x plus 5 equals to 65. Now I can bring 65 onto the left hand side and 4x plus 5 onto the right hand side. So it will not make any changes in the equation. It will remain as it is. Clear? Now next one. What is variable? Already I said x is the variable. So let us see what is written here. Variable means something that can vary. The literal meaning of variable is that is which can vary. Vary means what? It can change. So whose value is not fixed. Now do you think here 4x plus 5 value is fixed? No. In this equation the value of x is different. In the other equation 4x plus 5 equals to 6x minus 25. Here the x value will be different. So depending upon the equation, the values of the variables differ. Clear? And they are generally denoted by the letters of the English alphabet. Generally they are denoted by the small letters. Okay, so here I have written some alphabets like X, Y, Z, L, M, N, P, Q, R, etc. So these are some of the variables. So we can use all the 26 letters of the English alphabet. No problem in that. Clear? Now next let us see what are expressions. Now from these variables only we can form the expressions. And they are formed with the help of the 4 basic operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So as you can see there, 4x plus 5 equals to 65. Now this expression 4x plus 5, how it is formed? This is formed by first multiplying 4 with the variable x and then adding that thing or that term with the 5. So we got an expression 4x plus 5. Now expressions can again further be broken down into what is called terms. So in the expression 4x plus 5, although I have not written it here, in the expression 4x plus 5, 4x is a term and 5 is a term. So there are 2 terms involved here. So this thing you will learn in higher classes. In the case of algebraic expressions, there you will be learning about terms and all these things. So I'll not be discussing this here in this video. So just for the time being, you know that an expression is formed with the help of what is called variables, and along with that the 4 basic operations. Clear? Now next let us see. The value of the expression depends upon the chosen value of the variable. Yes, whatever value of the variable we choose, accordingly the value of the equation will come. Clear? Say here 4x plus 5 is equal to 65. Here certain value of x we will choose, then only we will get 65. Not all the values we will get, right? A certain value we have to choose, then only we will get 65. Means both the sides will be equal then. Clear? So it depends upon the chosen value of the variable. Next, the value of the variable that satisfies the equation is called the solution of the equation. Yes. Now what value of x we will put there so that both the left hand side and the right hand side of the equation becomes equal, that value of the variable is called the solution of the equation. So that we can easily find it out by knowing the value of that variable. For example, here 4x plus 5 equals to 65. What will be the value of the variable? We don't know, but we can find it out by solving for x. So if we solve for x here, we will get x is equal to what? 15. So 4 into 15 is 60 and plus 5, 65. So the value of x here is 15. So 15 is the solution of the equation. Clear? So this was all about the introduction to equations. In the next video, we will be discussing some of the examples related to equations, how to form them and how to write them. Clear? So I hope you will have understood today's video. That's it then for today. Thank you and have a nice day.